my name's Alan and then welcome to the Home Park View. So today we're off to see Plymouth Argyle versus Bristol City. Bristol City are mid-table, not really setting the world alight. They've got nothing left to play for. Their season's pretty much over now. They're not going to go down, they're not going to win anything. So yeah, and it's kind of showing as well in their play, because since the Watford game just before Christmas there, they have only won once in the last 9 games away. So it all bodes well for Plymouth today. I mean, of any games that you've got sort of circled as a win, you'd have to say this one's got to be a win. I know Bristol City are sitting higher than we are, but we need it more than they do. As I say, nothing to play for. So I think this is if we can't win here, then I mean we're in serious trouble anyway. But this is a gift of a chance, really. We have to take it. So fingers crossed we will. I will check in with you half time, and I'll see you in a bit. Cheers. Bye. Okay, so half time. Pretty interesting game. It's a lot better than we've seen Argyle play for some time. I think they've been pretty good actually, but a bit unlucky. Early doors, they have, again, a lot of 35 minutes, I'd say, a lot of the ball, a lot of good play, really some nice football going on. Just not putting their chances away. Again, the usual suffering from giving away some silly balls. Just when we got prime moments where they couldn't attack, they end up passing it to nobody or passing it across to out of play. It's a real shame, because if they could have cut that out of their game, I think, and make something positive from these situations, I think they were on a winner. But at the moment, Bristol City are not looking at anything at all. They're just on the pitch, so they've been getting away with it, really. This is a game that Plymouth Argyle should be winning. They look good today. The supporters have been behind for the most part. It's gone a bit quiet in the last 10 minutes. Bristol City have come a bit more into it, although nothing of any note have been any goal chances either end, really. I'd say Plymouth definitely look the better side at this point. Let's hope they come out second half and deliver. They're kicking towards the Devonport end in the second half, so fingers crossed they will pull their fingers out and go for it. It's there to be taken, so let's please do it for us. Absolute disaster, really. A fluky effort up in the air, and then people just going for it, and eventually got toe poked in. Oh, it's just disaster, man. Disaster. Well, it goes from bad to worse now. Just had a man sent off for nothing, really. Divine He's got the red card. Can't see it myself. I don't know how that was a red card, but there you go. Should have put the guy for diving, if anything. But anyway, we got it. We're up against it now. Okay, back at home now after that, and we have to ask ourselves what is going on with Plymouth Argyle. It's. I don't know. I've been watching them now, and I could more or less say the same report after each match. I'm talking about the home matches here. You know, I could just save myself the bother and put the same report on because it's just crazy. They seem to sort of put effort into the first half, you know, and my half-time reports of the last 3 or 4 games at home games, I'll be going, well, yeah, they're well in this, and you know, if they get it together, they should come out, and I think it's there for the taking. And sure enough, second half kicks off, Argyle's still in the dressing room, and they go and lose, and like today, it's almost like the opponents score the goal, and Plymouth just give up. It's like there's no fight, there's no effort, there's no plan. It's just the heart goes out of them as soon as that happens, and it's just baffling. They're just, you know, they rarely strung an attack together in Bristol's half in the second half. You know, and they're at home against a Bristol team that weren't particularly any good. As I say, if you look back on my reports from the last 4 or 5 games, I'm pretty much saying exactly the same thing. So something's going on with that team. I mean, you've got players like Miller going up the wing, normally very reliable. Just, you know you're going to get maybe 1 or 2, but then he'll give the ball away. And Mumba the same. These were, last season, were excellent players you could rely on. And they're just not playing. I don't know. It's like the heart is not in it. I can't. What it is? It's so the finger can only really be pointed one way. That you know, we've witnessed that these players are good enough before. So what is happening with the style of play? They seem to be absolutely gutless, toothless. So the finger can only be pointed really at Ian Foster. Fozzy Bear and his Muppets is the way it's going now, because we are now 4th from the bottom and only 2 points off the drop. We were always in trouble, but you know, that game today was there to be had. We're in front of our home crowd against a Bristol team that didn't really try, and we couldn't turn them over at all and give up once they scored. And we still, you know, that was about 70 minutes. We still had plenty of time to sort it out, but we just didn't seem to want to bother. What is going on with that? So, yeah, I'm just really sort of miffed about it. I want to get behind them, I want to support them, but somehow it's almost like they've resigned themselves to the fact that they're going down, and they're not bothering anymore. They're not putting any effort into try and stop the rot. Halt the rot. It's just, yeah, I'm baffled by what I'm seeing, and this has been coming game after game after game. It's been the same poor standards. They give you a sort of glimmer of hope every now and then. You think, oh yeah, actually, I mean, they did play some decent football today in that first half. They really did. And then you see my report from half time, and I'm thinking, wow, we could do this. But then they just didn't come out in the second half, and it's more than frustrating. And I understand the frustration of all the fans that are there at the end, and they're shouting for Foster out, and they're booing and everything. I mean, we are at home, and we should be taking those points. We're in dire, desperate need of those points, and we had a fantastic opportunity, and we did not seem to have a clue about how to take it. And you look at, you know, for inspiration at Foster standing on the touchline with his hands in his pockets, looking absolutely bemused about, you know, no clue about what to say or do or guide. this team to inspire them to want to go and take this game by the scruff of the neck and get back in it. I mean, half the time he wasn't even on the in his little box. He was sat down. I mean, you know, we're just about to get relegated. If you don't pull your finger out, it's sorted out, man. What are you doing? Yeah, I understand. You can hear me getting frustrated. I mean, I understand every supporter in there now. It's almost too late. You know, the chances are going begging, and we're not taking them, and we don't really even seem in the mood to take them. It's, you know, we're heading for the drop, and we don't seem to want to do anything about stopping it. So away at Rotherham on Friday, and I honestly think if we lose against the team that's bottom of the league on Friday, if we cannot beat the team that's bottom of the league on Friday, we may as well call it quits and set up in League One, because that's where we deserve to be. It's a shambles, considering from where we were at the beginning, you know, of this season, and you know, how well we were playing structurally, to what it is now. There's just an immense difference, and it can only be down to one man who's orchestrating the whole thing, or not orchestrating the whole thing, and in this case, and the finger has to be pointed at Ian Foster. You know, as I say, everybody wants to support this team, and you know, want to get behind him. We don't want to be slagging anybody off, but you know, it's game after game after game after game. The exact same report can be said about every single game. So there's something wrong that needs sorting out, and it's possibly too late to even do that now. If for some reason we manage to survive this season and stay up by the skin of our teeth, then Foster still has to go. We couldn't. I mean, there's no plan. There's no structure. There's no nothing there. We can't go another season with that guy at the helm. I honestly worry for us if we do. If we go even into the first division and he's still the manager, where we're going to be at the end of the next season, who knows? Anyway, that's my thoughts on it all. Hopefully, it's a bit doom and gloom, but yeah, I've tried to stay out of the political arena with it, but something has to be said. It's just too much now. Anyway, if you've liked this video, please hit the like button, and better still, subscribe if you're not already. And I will see you at the next home game, okay? Which I think could be Queen's Park Rangers, all right? See you then. Cheers. Bye.